a lot easier to win. So I admire that. 3 skills that will help you to become an amazing entrepreneur. The first one, none of you are going to be shocked, is mental toughness. All right. The biggest problem that most people have is that they do not lack the discipline to follow through on the plan that they set for themselves. All right. 99.9% of failures in life come from your inability to adhere to what you say you're going to do. All right. So we must fix that. If you can fix that, if you can fix the problem with yourself, that you cannot follow the plan that you lay out for yourself and actually transform yourself into someone who can execute the plan, not only on the days they feel like it, but especially good on the days they don't feel like it, that makes you an unstoppable force. There's nothing that can stop you. All right. So mental toughness, which encompasses the qualities of many, many different things. 1, discipline. Okay. 2, grit, fortitude, belief, self-esteem, confidence, the ability to endure pain, the ability to suffer, the ability to do things when you don't feel like doing them. These things all make up what I call mental toughness. Okay. And this is the fucking main driving skill set for any successful person, simply because it allows them to adhere to a game plan that they set out for themselves. Most people cannot win, not because they don't have the skills, not because they don't have the brain power, not because they're not one of the chosen few lucky ones, but because they cannot adhere. People are fat not because they don't know what to do. It's because they can't adhere to the program. People are poor not because they don't know what to do, but because they can't do it for years and years and years and years on end. So you have to fix that problem first. Okay. And that one problem, that one skill set will fix fucking almost everything in your life. Literally everything. So commit to becoming a mentally tough person. Again, it's another thing I give away. Guess what? For free. Okay. And you can go listen to episode 208. You can go to 75hard.com. It's a free program. Go fucking do it and do the whole Live Hard program, which starts at 75 Hard. Then it has phase 1, 2, and 3, and it lasts for a year. It's not a year straight. It's multiple phases broken up through the year. It accounts for less than half of your year. And if you do that for 1 year, you will become someone who is so much better than literally everyone else that you fucking know at what I'm talking about, which is the adherence of following through, okay, and being resilient, being gritty, being tough, being confident. It will change everything in your life for 1 year, okay? So that's the first thing I would do. The second thing that I would do, the second skill set that I would pour myself into if I were going to become a high-earning entrepreneur is sales, all right? And the reason why sales is because sales, people who can sell get paid the most money. It's a special skill set that most people can't do, all right? And even if you're not going to be a professional salesperson, and let's say you're going to be a graphic designer, or let's say you're going to be a videographer, or let's say you're going to help make content, or let's say you're going to do something else in the company, it all comes down to sales. So you must understand the sales process for you to be effective at what you do. And you're probably thinking, well, if I'm a graphic designer, well, why the fuck do I need to know about sales? Because, dumbass, your graphic designs are going to contribute to us selling shit. Right. All right. So like if you can't translate the sales process in your mind to the graphic or the video or the content that you create, you are literally fucking worthless. All right. So learning how to sell, massive skill set. The best way to learn how to sell is to go get a retail job. Go get a fucking retail job and work the floor of a retail job for 6, 7 months, maybe a year. You could still do other things. Make it a part-time job, okay? I learned at least 90% of what I share with you guys working in my retail company, Supplement Superstores, which I started in 1999 with $12,000, okay? You learn about people, you learn how to communicate with people, you learn how to deal with people, you learn how to deal with positive people, negative people, pissed off people. You learn everything you fucking need to know about sales in real life practical application by working retail. It's a fucking amazing thing. Most people don't like retail, and that's why most people never learn how to sell properly. Okay? Now there's lots of programs on how to sell, there's lots of cool catchphrases, there's lots of techniques There's lots of copywriting programs and courses that teach you how to sell on e-com and all this shit. All valuable stuff, okay? But the basis of learning how to sell is in person, because selling is always person to person, whether you think it is or not. You're getting inside that motherfucker's head and figuring out what it's going to take for them to fucking buy your shit. And that's going to take you standing in front of them and listening to them and hearing what they have to say over and over and over and over and over and over and over until you fucking heard it all of it. Okay. So that's the second thing, sales. Okay. Third thing, how to manage a team. All right. There's lots of books on this, but again, this is something that you have to practice. Okay. And by the way, public speaking is part of that, of how to manage a team. So that's something that's going to be more difficult for you to learn, because in the beginning, nobody's going to put you in charge of a team, right?
Right.
So there's this thing called peer leadership, all right, where you have to take charge and make the team your team, even though you're not awarded the team, all right? This means you have to become a peer leader, all right? That means you have to perform at a high level, you have to live at a high standard, you have to do all the right shit, and you have to understand that people will do what you do, not what you tell them to do, all right? So working on those three skills, and by the way, there's tons of books on how to lead a team, a lot of really good ones. One of my favorite books is The 5 Dysfunctions of a Team. I can summarize it for you right now. It's very simple. Everybody wants to be heard, but they want the best decision made for them, and they don't want you to just dictate. They want to be heard. They want to contribute their ideas. They want to be a part of the fucking team. And if you don't allow them to be part of the team, you won't have a good team. All right. The book explains how to do that perfectly, step by step by step, by telling good stories about it. I'd read it if you want to learn how to manage teams. There's plenty of books about coaching. Bill Belichick, Nick Saban, these guys, they understand how to run fucking teams. Your business guru selling $997 course that you never fucking heard of, probably the wrong guy to learn about for a fucking team. All right. Go study the greats. Go study the John Woodens. Go study the Vince Lombardis. Go study the greatest coaches, the Nick Sabans, the Bill Belichicks. These guys will show you how to run a team. Okay. So we have mental toughness, sales, and the management of a team. Those three things will make you as much or as little of money as you decide to execute on. That's it. Those are the three fucking core skills that if you want to win, you must understand.
I love that, man.